So we talked about the importance in the last few slides of having the cloud accounting software there and the role that will play when it comes to being compliant, but also being more efficient as a practice and having a better relationship with your finances as a business. But there are a lot more benefits that can be had when you start digitalizing beyond just the bookkeeping side of things. Now, the great thing about platforms such as Xero and QuickBooks and Zoho is that they have these rich ecosystem of apps that surround them. Now, with that richness comes lots of choice, right? But we're just going to go through some of the different scenarios for how moving beyond just digitalizing your bookkeeping can help you as a practice, whether it's an accounting practice or a lawyer's practice or whatever it might be. And then we'll look at a few other different industries. So let's start off with how this can, having accounting software can help with practice efficiency. So firstly, we already talked about the data capture side of things, so I'm not going to bring that into it, but that is a huge element of a huge source of efficiencies for a practice. You've then got things such as proposals. So being able to create online digital proposals can really help you as a business. It can often it saves us having a black box of not knowing how the prices that you've come up with have stacked up, and businesses struggle with this. It also saves you having to have this kind of email ping pong going backwards and forwards with clients, having it online in a way that they can actually accept. So go through the proposal, see line by line what's in the proposal, and have the means to accept it online and digitally sign it is a huge benefit. Not only that, you can quote for the work through there and have it integrated with your accounting software, which is brilliant. So it all comes through. It then raises, you can then create, once they accept it, you can then have your invoice automatically raised as well. So again, saving another step that you might have to manually do. You've then got practice management solutions, and we can also introduce a KYC element into this. So in the UAE, we always have to do the KYC work and AML. Now, most practices will take a manual approach to this, which is absolutely fine. There are some software tools out there that help specifically with it, but at the very least, you ought to be recording the steps down that make up your KYC process and holding the documents against there. So there are solutions out there, document management solutions and practice management solutions that enable you to essentially have templates for your KYC processes and then attach the relevant evidences that you need to show and to be able to demonstrate that you've had a really thorough process there. Now, job management is the key thing here when it comes to helping a practice become more efficient. In the UAE, as an example, you've currently had quarterly VAT returns to manage for your clients. It's been relatively straightforward to manage. You've now got corporation tax coming in, adding in multiple year ends throughout the year because there's no one year end. Every business is different. So you're going to have a heap more deadlines. And not only that, because lots of businesses are going to have to conform to this now, you'll likely get more clients that are going to need these services. So your team has the potential to become overwhelmed, and you have the potential to be overwhelmed with the amount of work that you're going to have to manage and keep on top of. So having a system in place that can list out all your jobs that you need doing and set up recurring ones and assign them to the right people and have the documents uploaded against them so that you can very easily find everything that you need related to a job in one place is really key to be able to be more efficient, not have to worry about things, and also remain compliant and be able to find the supporting evidence whenever you need it. Right. So that's another side of it. You've also then got managing deadlines and timesheet entry. So lots of practices still use timesheets, which is absolutely fine. And you might use it for time-based billing. You might use it just to monitor things like recoverability and utilization. So having the software there enables you to do that really easily. You can run reports. You can see where are there areas for potential improvement within the business. You can then push out your client billing. So if you're doing time-based billing, you can actually raise your bills from the software and have it integrated with Xero in some cases and with the other accounting solutions. And finally, there's email automation. So you may, for example, have a really nice email journey that you want to kick off once a customer accepts a proposal. And there are tools out there that can help automate all of that. So doesn't rely on someone manually doing it. By embracing these techs, you can really make the practice a lot more efficient without having to hire anyone more. Now, hiring is inevitable. We're not trying to get away from that, but maximizing your team at the moment is so important, particularly in a competitive talent market.